we are Team Cacao, and as a team, we strive to complement our environment, evoke an emotional response through our work.
Now, when we started this project, we did quite a bit of field work. We conducted quite a few interviews at Selleck, because as you know, quite a few in general. We also did personal observations, went out and explored the dining experience on campus. And we got together as a group and observed the union dining experience and just how the space kind of works to complement the dining. Out of these three things, we declared that the most valuable of these observations were there are no food options on the west side of campus, the desire for better all-day food, and the convenience and proximity is one of the key aspects about the dining experience. And our statement is, we aim to accommodate individuals in the academic work campus by providing an alternative to the traditional dining experience.
So these are the current dining halls, and we noticed how there's a large concentration of academic buildings that's in the red in the southwest of campus, right there, and most of the dining centers are either in the center or the north part of campus, and so there's none over there in the west. And there's a large amount of students and faculty in that academic area throughout the day, and there's not very many close dining options. And the only options we found for food in that area were two kind of coffee shop convenience storage things, and they weren't the selection was limited. And there are vending machines, and those aren't very healthy. And so we found that it lacks healthy and fresh options and accessible takeout options.
The way we approach this is as a request for proposal. So, thinking about the location, we want to create a new dining experience. And the way we did that, after we identified who we wanted to service, which was non-traditional students who lived off campus, or commuters and faculty, we examined how they access campus. So you want to go to the next one? And where they park. So all the red lots are faculty parking, all the green are commuter, orange is also faculty, and pink is metered parking. So we also noticed that a lot of people access campus from the west side, which is also where there are no food options, and people usually walk to their classes, and to get food they'd have to come to this area. This is a map of the pedestrian composite, which is, it maps out all the main malls and arterial paths throughout campus, and after identifying that, we decided on an ideal location, and we felt like this north side of Sheldon would be a good area to put this option, because there's a main mall that connects to the city right here, and there's also two main malls that connect campus from parking to student life.
Okay, so our concept that we're proposing is what we affectionately call Westside Market. It includes options like Starbucks coffee and Whole Foods style salad bar that you can take with you, a similar service to Husker Hoagies, a fresh food market for fresh snacks, produce, if you just want a quick snack instead of convenience store food, and then a comfortable space to eat, because we really want people to feel comfortable there, to feel welcome, faculty and off-campus students. We want them to feel comfortable too, dining at UNL.
Also, unlike the traditional dining halls, you can move from the interior to exterior space, whereas in traditional dining halls, you have to stay in your car. You're not able to take food out.
Did we miss much?
Not a whole lot. We had, this is just like our inspiration for what it might look like, just the flexible seating, that there was options, because it could be used for, faculty meeting, comfortable space for that.
Yeah, I think that what happened is you guys presented something at the very beginning that you actually, the fact that you guys aren't listening is maybe a really bad thing, because hopefully you caught some of the things that they're doing at the very beginning, which I think were very strategic and helpful, in the sense that what you did is you gave us the really good understanding of an existing condition, which then you did that all to sort of back up a position. All right, there's parking here, there's people moving through here, there's this, and this, And this is the reason then, therefore, that this is a good solution to do. And I mean, this is fine. I mean, to show me an image of what you think it could possibly be. I mean, you don't have the skills yet. You haven't been trained how to design a space, how to, dimensionally accurate and aesthetically pleasing, whatever, all those kind of things that, we maybe start to associate with it. I don't care about that. I'm looking for the justification of an idea and the development of it to a point where I can believe that, it's viable, feasible, whatever. So I think that your initial analysis for me was really great. I mean, sure, there's things that maybe you didn't look at. There's other areas that maybe you could have looked into to investigate. But I think as an initial study into looking at supporting a position, I think it was really strong and strategic.
And we also have more support that is included in the pants, like different studies that we've done on the general flow of traffic across campus. So we just didn't have
all of those campus maps were taken from a master plan that was created for UNL last year. And so it was, real research that professionals have done. And so we just kind of took that on ourselves.
It's smart. I mean, it's already there. Why not use the information to help justify? And I could actually, I hadn't really thought of it. Maybe you have, but I haven't really thought of a market on the north side of Sheldon. It's a place that has a ton of people. I mean, I could see something like that actually going.
Yeah, and we figured, if it took off, it could bring in people from the public, people from downtown, professionals that don't want to eat unhealthy food, at fast food places.
Yeah, so there's an influx possibly of economic conditions. Yeah.
I thought it was, I agree with everything that Brian was saying. I really enjoyed the fact that you studied the master plan and used that as the basis for this proposal. It's much easier to buy into that, into this, knowing that there's an argument behind it. The only sort of questions I have is, would there be other models for the actual space that you could look at, as opposed to the, say, Starbucks, Whole Foods, food bar kind of situation to, like a European market where there's a bunch of different vendors, which is kind of like the food trucks thing, except they're not outside, they're inside. I appreciate the fact that you create a social space as part of that. I think the projects we saw before, there's food trucks and vending machines, don't do that. And so I think this is an interesting way to sort of find an in-between dining hall and a leisure environment.
And within the Anthony examples, there's a UC campus that incorporated this. They called it kind of like an alternative to the union. They had their union with their office spaces and whatnot, but they also set up one of the markets like this. And
I can see a lot of, especially the places down on campus, I see a lot of people actually flowing through there. And so that because of the sort of softer edges to the building, that it maybe starts to suggest ideas of more of a transient population, that you could stop and just grab a quick salad, like you said, or maybe a more healthy alternative, and also possibly run into somebody that you have class with or whatever. So